So I already recorded a video for you this morning, and somehow YouTube didn't work. So this is my second time trying to record this for you. I'm going to grab my book, our green book. You've done very well coming out of the first book and going into the second book. So this is the I wanted to work on today, March 20th. I know you've been very excited to get into this. Some of it's been weird and frustrating, and I want to go over that. I know. The first thing I want to do is I want to send to you what Harmonic Waltz and Upside Down Waltz on page 6, what they sound like. So I'm going to play these for you. The weird part about Harmonic Waltz at the top of page 6 is that mezzo forte is what they have for the left hand, the piano for the right hand. Okay, so this is what's really weird, and it's kind of tough for me because you want both hands. You usually want to play the same thing, but in this case, they want two different things. They know that's hard. They know that's challenging. So C position, normal C position, right? And then I'm going to do medium loud in my left hand, soft in my right. Nice, right? And I tried to make it smooth too because we have those slurs. Remember, Lucas? So those slurs with the long lines that connect two or more different notes, not two of the same, but two or more different notes and create a phrase. Now, in Upside Down Waltz at the bottom of page 6, we have the right hand medium loud, the left hand soft. So the right hand's much louder than the left. I mean, it doesn't have to be really loud and forte, but I tried to make it as different as I could. Now, page 7, Old Uncle Bill. Remember, this was the weird one, but you did really great at it, okay? So here we have C position again, normal, regular, everyday C position. Forte, the first time, all the way through. And then the second time, the first line is piano, and the second line is forte. So what I mean is, when you see this, Lucas, loud the first time you play this line, this is loud both times. This is piano the second time, this is loud both times. Okay? So that means, simply put, it's going to be loud, loud, soft, loud. And smooth. So I tried to play it very smoothly too. The left hand doesn't have a slur, but the right hand does. So I tried to make the right hand as smooth as I could. Love Somebody, bottom of page 7. We have, again, forte all the way through the first time. But see, there's a repeat sign again. Piano, the second time I do the first line. And forte both times on the bottom. And you don't have to remember that. It has it on the page. I just want to explain that. So this is Love Somebody on page 7. Cool, right? So that was Love Somebody. My 5th on page 8. This one is interesting. We have a fifth now, Lucas. That's when you go from C to G. In our case, that's all you've done so far, but it's any time you go from one note to another note, and there are 3 white keys in between them. That's a fifth. On the top of page 8, they also have an illustration to help you too. But that's what it sounds like. Another way to remember it is a fifth is twinkle, twinkle. It's the first space of the 2 notes of the first few notes of twinkle, 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 twinkle. That's a fifth. So that can help too. So if you're visual, that might help. But if you remember better, like songs and stuff, twinkle, twinkle. Now on page 8, we have a Beethoven tune, just a tune melody that he wrote. You can see that it's P in the beginning. That's what I noticed for piano. I see 3/4, no big deal. But I see an F, a forte, at the very end, the last 2 measures of the second line, Lucas. There's an F, but only on the last 2 measures of this page 8, my fifth, okay? This is kind of a musical joke. You'll see why. This is my fifth, and maybe you've heard. Ooh, I did that wrong. What did I do, Lucas? I was so excited. It's P for piano. I'm only supposed to get forte at the very end. All right, so this is it again. Piano. This is my fifth, and maybe you've heard. So it's only loud on that part. Beethoven's, what they're talking about is Beethoven's 5th Symphony. That's what he means by my fifth. The main tune is based on a third. Get it? His 5th Symphony is based on a third. We're going to do page 9 together. So that'll be great. Page 10, I wanted to play this for you. The donkey. Here, I have piano, 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 and then I see an F at the very end of the second line. Can you see it, Lucas? At the end of the second line, there's F for forte. And then it has a repeat sign too. So there's a lot to look at. It's okay not to do the loud and soft when you first sight read a song. It's just something that I want you to start noticing a little bit here as we grow, especially in this book. They're going to start doing more dynamics. Remember, dynamics is the word for how loud and soft music is, So this is what the donkey sounds like if I'm playing all the dynamics correctly. C position again, normal C position every song today. Very smooth, got a slur. Forte. What's really fun about this song is that when I see you next, we're going to play it in a round. A round or a canon is where either a singer or a bunch of singers or a bunch of instruments, one person starts and then another person starts late on purpose. And then maybe a third person starts even later on purpose. And it just sounds cool because it's like everyone's at a different part of the song, but it all sounds cool together. So it's something I want to try next time. So if you're feeling adventurous, you can try the donkey on page 10. Page 11, I'm going to play this for you too. This is called Rock Anywhere. You don't have to go this far. You can simply practice Harmonic Waltz, Upside Down Waltz, Old Uncle Bill, and Love Somebody, and like maybe my fifth. But the donkey and Rock Anywhere, if you're not frustrated by it, If you feel good about it, you can try these, okay? If you're feeling frustrated, you can also just try doing one line at a time. That's all. Like doing one line and then going and getting a snack, taking a break, and then coming back and doing the second line, and then leaving again, taking another break. And then that way you're not overwhelmed by, oh my goodness, this whole song. Just do one line at a time, especially with harder songs. You're going to do that one more. So this is Rock Anywhere on page 11. C position. Yet again, I'm going to try to keep my fingers a little bit rounded. Remember, like a bubble. Mezzo forte I see in the beginning. And it doesn't, oh, and then I have a forte on the third line. So I'm going to try to remember that, okay? A lot of rest, but no big deal, right? So we have the lightning bolt rest, the quarter rest, no big deal. So we're going to try to make that, we're going to give it a beat of silence as long as any of our quarter notes. So in other words, that quarter rest is just like a quarter note, only it's total silence, right? So this is how it goes. So I did my best to do medium loud in the beginning. So that might mean you have to play a little more quietly on the first two lines. And then when I got to the bottom part, forte part, that way you have somewhere to go, so to speak. So in other words, medium loud has to be really kind of medium, like not really loud. And then the second part, that way the second part can be loud without you having to like really hurt your hands. Remember, especially when you're playing forte all the time, but especially when you're playing forte, heavy arms, heavy arms. Otherwise your wrists are going to feel like they're just going to wear out. They're going to be very sore, right? We've talked about that. So that's Rock Anywhere, The Donkey, My Fifth, Old Uncle Bill Loves Somebody, Harmonic Waltz, and Upside Down Waltz. Take your time with these. The other thing is when they get frustrating, Lucas, please, please, please do not feel afraid to separate your hands. So do right hand, then do left hand, then put them together. I know you're very ambitious and you're awesome and you're very hardworking and you want to do both at the same time. But if it starts to get frustrating, there is no shame and there's no laziness, so to speak, in separating the hands again and feeling each hand by itself first and then putting them back together. Just even one time, okay? So take the hand that's giving you more trouble and then just do that hand or whatever. And like I said, take breaks. Take a lot of, or do a song, do a frustrating song, and then do another song, maybe from the old book, and then come back to this song, just like we do in lessons, okay? So when you practice, have fun, okay? Remember to always, occasionally play your favorite songs out of your old book or your favorite songs, maybe that that are not out of a book or anything, that you just kind of know, especially our, right? So it's important to play those fun songs too. And I encourage you to try writing some melodies on your own. So maybe putting both hands in C position and going, who knows, whatever. Just making some stuff up. Maybe just right hand or left hand. It's a lot of fun. And it's good exercise and workout for your hands without having to have your book or anything like that. Sometimes you just won't feel like bringing out your book. But this making up songs and then creating melodies thing is a lot of fun. And you never know, you might find a melody really, really like. I know you do make up songs a lot, so I encourage you to do that too. But then also take a look at least at pages 6 and 7 in here. And then again, if you're adventurous, you want to try the donkey and rock anywhere, great. But you certainly don't have to. You and I will do that together if you want. If you look at it, you go, no way. I will explain it to you. And of course, you're always welcome to email, and Mommy can email me and ask questions or whatever you like, okay? And then we're going to take a look next time too at your Beethoven song. The stuff that you have printed out, I want to take a look at that and see what we can sort of delve into too. So we'll do a little bit of the book, but we'll do those extra songs too, because you're doing really, really well. I'm proud of you. Thank you, Lucas. I'll see you next week.